Hello, Knockouts. Tonya TKO here, and I'm a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. Look at here, look at here, look at here. Look at what I got my hands on. So you all have been sending me this video from Andrea. But I've been asking you guys to please send me the video where she's clapping back, asking people to purchase R. Kelly music. Because you guys have been sending me this clip, but you were sending me the 1-minute clip. And there was only one place on YouTube that I saw the full-length clip. So I'm going to watch it for the first time with you. Look, I don't know how my responses are going to be. So if you're watching my responses, you never know what they may be either. I may slip down on the floor. I may turn around in the chair. I don't know. So let's jump into her thing. I'm happy that I got it. So let's see what this is all about here. Let's see.
I don't give no fuck what you think about him personally, because we're not talking about that. But what we are talking about, him as a writer, performer, artist, producer, people that he has brought their careers back to life. We talking about from the eyes, he's revamping, bringing back Mr. Biggs and Charlie Wilson, like we gonna be Uncle Charlie, and working on that album from Kelly Price to Michael Jackson, Madonna, Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton. The list goes on and on and on. The man is undeniable. But at the end of the day, he had to do all of that with that dark cloud. But what kept him focused and kept him going is, I have to do this for my children to make sure that they are okay. Because he could have just went under a rock and hid and shit been in shambles and we be the fuck everywhere. But that didn't happen. So at the end of the day, I love him for that. I will always respect him for that. And he did it with grace in the height of the storm. It wasn't no shit like he went and hid off somewhere and then came back. He's a good provider. I'm Andy right there. He's a good provider. He's good with his child funding. And it takes a lot to be him, to do what you do, to perform, write, be on the stage, do what he does. So I thank him that my children do live the life that they live. It's because of his hard work. It's because of his gift. It's because of his writing. It's because of his producing. It's because of his performing that we have the life that we do. And I say we because at the end of the day, I don't pay rent on a separate house. I don't pay bills in a separate house. It's not like, oh, I got a place where my kids stay and they got lights, and then I got another place where I stay and I got lights. We have lights. We have food. We have the lifestyle that we have because he's the vessel through which my blessing has come. That we have because he's the vessel through which my blessing has come. But I'm very clear. God is the source of all. My ex just happens to be the vessel through which it comes, because all of it belonged to my daddy, and I know I'm one of his favorites. So he has blessed me in that way, and I'm not going to take that back. People can say it's conceited or it's this. No, it's not conceited. I'm just confident, and I know because my life reflects that, because all that I have been through and survived, a lot of people wouldn't make it through it. So I got to be one of my daddy's favorites. For him to hold my hand and take me through the storm like that and bring me out on the other side and she ain't got no wrinkles and she's happy, I got to be one of his favorites. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I don't care. But back to my ex. I really respect him because it's not easy. You had to been hiding on a goddamn rock if you don't know what my ex has been through. But not only was he going through it, me and his children were going through it at the same time. So for him still, no matter what people's opinion of him was, no matter what people said about ex has been through, but not only was he going through it, me and his children were going through it at the same time. So for him still, no matter what people's opinion of him was, no matter what people said about him, walking into interviews not knowing what people gonna say, when they gonna say it, how they gonna say it, the fact that he still held his head high, went out there and did what he had to do to make money, because at the end of the day, he's an artist. He's a writer. He's a producer. That is his job. No different than if somebody's a doctor. No different if your ass work at the post office. That is still his job. He got up every
Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. You know what? I need a moment to process this. But you know what? Since the cameras are rolling, I'm going to process this out loud with you all. Because this was my first time seeing it. And there were some cuts in there. Because, like, I wouldn't have known, if I would have watched it before, I wouldn't have known if this was the whole video. But there were some cuts in there. So I don't know what else is in the video. Because, you know, I would have watched the whole thing with you all. If there's somebody else out there who has the full video, please send it to me. I also need to know when this was filmed. Not only that, gosh, she acting like something happened to him. Okay, so I'm going to say this to start the discussion off. When we did her last video, we talked about Stockholm syndrome. So in order for a person to be able to survive in catastrophic situations, they have to be able to align themselves with their victimizer in order for them to even be able to live. And it gets like their subconscious mind gets rewired. You guys know that I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. And so my training is in the subconscious mind. So when it comes to Stockholm syndrome, there's the rewriting that happens so that the new reality becomes the reality. But this right here, you know, my issue with Andrea Kelly, my issue with her is not that she's gone through some tremendous strife and trauma, etc. That's not my issue. My issue is that she has taken it upon herself to create a platform to be able to assist other people. But she's not demonstrating that she has gotten the assistance herself. Like this right here, what it is that we're seeing, hearing her talking about, and then going on talking about the respect that she has for him. Like with the Stockholm syndrome, all of that lines up. Yes, yes. However, you know that she created some sort of foundation or something along those lines, but I know that she is specifically going out there, getting paid for public talks, speaking about being a survivor and etc., etc. That's one of the reasons, because the way this was presented to me is that she came out with this after the documentary. So correct me if that information is wrong. When is she going to sit down and get herself some help? And then, almost forgot to mention this. She was up and down. I saw another broadcast of her where she was talking about doing a GoFundMe to be able to take care of her children, because she says that Robert stopped paying child support years ago. And the children say they haven't seen their father in years. So I need to know when this was. Please help me. You all internet detectives are able to gather more information than I am able to with my little one-person team over here. So please help me understand. Help it make sense. Because now she's like, he's her blessing, and that this man came from God, and that that was just so confusing. And she's acting like he's going through so much. Oh, poor Ara. Oh, that he created these situations. He is the predator. Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my Lord. I can't even think of anything intelligible to say at this time. So I'm just going to get out of the video. Listen, Tonya TKO and I am out. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, love yourself. And self-love is taking the time to go get your mental health assessed. Because I can imagine that when a person is in a situation, I mean, I'm sure there are glimpses where they realize something may not be right. But for the most part, when you're in a program and you don't know that you're in the program, it's like being in the Matrix. And in order to know that you're in the Matrix, you have to be able to step outside of the Matrix to realize that you're in it and that other people are in it. So self-love is going to get your mental health assessed. And there are people who, after they saw my last video where I was wilting on the ground listening to her, there was one particular person who said she was a doctor, and she came out saying that I should get I need psychiatric or psychological help. Listen, I go and especially with the work that I do, I get regular mental health checkups. I am okay. I'm okay. Goodness. Are any of us really okay though? Listen, but on that note, look, I'm going to get out of here. Love yourself enough to realize that just like physical health, mental health needs to be checked and checked up on. Even if you don't think something is right or wrong, just go anyway and get it checked out. Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Peace.